Hello and welcome to BS Coins World, where we dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting. Today, we're uncovering the incredible value behind a seemingly ordinary coin, the 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Could you be holding on to a coin worth millions without even realizing it? Let's find out. In 2009, the United States Mint released a special set of Lincoln pennies to commemorate the bicentennial of President Abraham Lincoln's birth and the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. What made these coins unique was their reverse designs, which highlighted four significant stages of Lincoln's life: his birth and childhood in Kentucky, his formative years in Indiana, his professional life in Illinois, and his presidency in Washington, D.C. But today, we're not just talking about any 2009 penny. We're focusing on the no-mint mark versions of these coins and why collectors are willing to pay incredible sums for them. First, let's break down what no-mint mark means. When a coin is minted in Philadelphia, it typically doesn't bear a mint mark. This can sometimes lead to confusion, but it's crucial when determining the value of a coin. What makes the 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies so special is not just their lack of a mint mark, but also the possibility of rare errors and high-grade specimens that have caught the attention of collectors worldwide. Now, let's talk about grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. For the 2009 Lincoln penny, collectors are on the hunt for coins graded MS68 or higher. These coins are exceptionally well preserved with sharp details and no visible flaws, making them incredibly rare. In auction houses and online marketplaces, high-grade 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies have sold for thousands of dollars. In some cases, rare varieties and errors, such as double dies or die cracks, have driven the value even higher, with certain specimens fetching hundreds of thousands and, in extremely rare cases, close to $1 million. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? First, examine the coin's condition. Look for sharp details, no wear, and a bright, lustrous surface. If the coin looks pristine, consider having it professionally graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Next, check for any unusual characteristics, such as doubling in the design, missing details, or other minting errors. It's also worth noting that not all 2009 pennies are valuable. Coins with significant wear or damage typically won't be worth much above face value. However, even lightly circulated examples can still be of interest to collectors, especially if they display unique traits. To maximize your coin's potential value, store it properly in a protective holder and avoid cleaning it, as cleaning can significantly reduce a coin's value. The 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how everyday coins can hold extraordinary value. It's a reminder to always check your change, because you never know what treasures you might find. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is a fascinating piece of history that could also be a financial windfall. Thank you for watching BS Coins World. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content about rare coins and collectibles. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Have you come across a 2009 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? Let us know in the comments below. 71 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or collection and could be worth a small fortune. Stick around as we break down what makes this penny so special and why some have sold for millions of dollars. The 1971 Lincoln penny without a mint mark was struck in Philadelphia. As coins produced there typically do not carry a mint mark. Over 1.9 billion of these pennies were minted, making it one of the most common coins of its time. So why are we talking about a coin that seems so ordinary? The answer lies in its rarity, condition, and unique errors. First, let's talk about coin errors. Coin errors occur during the minting process and can range from minor imperfections to major misprints. In the case of the 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, certain errors have made specific coins extremely valuable. Some of these errors include double die obverse, off-center strikes, and other anomalies. Coins with these errors are rare and highly sought after by collectors. One of the most notable errors on this penny is the double die obverse. This happens when the die used to strike the coin is accidentally engraved with a doubled image, causing the letters, numbers, or even Lincoln's portrait to appear slightly duplicated. If you spot this error on a 1971 penny, you might have a valuable piece on your hands. Next, let's discuss the condition. Coin grading plays a significant role in determining a coin's value. The grading scale ranges from poor, where the coin is heavily worn, to mint state, where the coin is virtually flawless. For the 1971 penny, coins graded in the highest condition, known as MS65 or above, are the most valuable. These pristine coins are not only rare but also highly coveted by collectors and investors alike. Now, let's talk money. How much could a 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny be worth? While most of these pennies are worth only their face value of 1 cent, error coins in exceptional condition have sold for staggering amounts. For example, a 1971 penny with a double die obverse in high-grade condition can fetch thousands of dollars at auction. In some rare cases, error coins have even sold for hundreds of thousands or more. In 2021, a 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with unique characteristics sold for an incredible price, capturing the attention of collectors worldwide. The combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand drove its value sky high. While it's rare to find a coin worth millions, finding one valued in the thousands is entirely possible. So, how can you tell if your 1971 Lincoln penny is valuable? Start by carefully examining the coin under magnification. Look for any signs of doubling on the letters or numbers, especially on the words, "In God We Trust, Liberty," or the date itself. Check the overall condition of the coin and consider sending it to a professional grading service for an official assessment. Professional grading can significantly increase the coin's market value by certifying its condition and authenticity. Once graded, you can decide whether to keep it as a valuable addition to your collection or sell it to a collector or at auction. The 1971 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a reminder that treasure can be hidden in plain sight. What might seem like an ordinary coin could be worth a fortune, making it worthwhile to inspect your spare change carefully. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the thrill of finding a rare coin is unmatched. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into rare and valuable coins. Who knows? Your next big discovery could be just 1 penny away. We're diving deep into the 1967 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and discussing why this seemingly ordinary coin could be worth a fortune. Stay tuned to learn about its history, unique features, and how you can identify if you're holding a hidden treasure. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency for over a century, and collectors worldwide are always on the lookout for unique variants. The 1967 penny is no exception. At first glance, it may look like any other penny from the era. However, certain factors have catapulted specific examples of this coin into the limelight, with some fetching jaw-dropping prices in auctions and private sales. Let's start with a bit of history. In the mid-1960s, the United States Mint faced a coin shortage, partly due to a surge in coin collecting. To address this issue, the Mint temporarily removed mint marks from coins minted between 1965 and 1967. This is why you won't see a mint mark, such as a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, on Lincoln pennies from 1967. This lack of a mint mark is not an error, but an intentional decision by the mint. However, the value of these coins depends on their condition, rarity, and unique features. What makes the 1967 penny so intriguing is the possibility of rare errors and high-quality specimens. Coins with significant minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet compositions, are particularly valuable to collectors. Additionally, pennies from this year in pristine condition, often referred to as being in mint state, can fetch thousands or even millions of dollars, especially if they have been graded and certified by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. One of the most valuable aspects of any coin is its condition. Coins that have been well preserved, with little to no wear, are classified as mint state. These coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. A 1967 penny graded MS67 or higher is exceedingly rare and highly sought after. These coins can command a hefty premium because they are so difficult to find in such exceptional condition. But what about those million-dollar price tags? Certain unique or error coins from this era have sold for astronomical amounts. For example, a 1967 penny with a major double die error or a striking anomaly could easily sell for tens of thousands of dollars or more, depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. In rare cases, if a penny is part of a famous collection or has a one-of-a-kind feature, it could reach the coveted million-dollar mark. So, how can you tell if your 1967 penny is worth more than 1 cent? Start by examining the coin closely under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Look for signs of doubling on the lettering, numbers, or Lincoln's profile. Check for any unusual marks or patterns that might indicate an error. If your coin looks pristine or unique, consider having it graded by a professional. A small investment in grading could unlock its true value. If you're lucky enough to find a valuable 1967 penny, the next step is to decide how to sell it. Auctions are often the best route for rare coins, as they attract serious collectors willing to pay top dollar. Alternatively, you can sell it through a reputable coin dealer or online platform specializing in rare coins. In conclusion, the 1967 no mint mark Lincoln penny might seem ordinary, but its potential value lies in its condition, rarity, and unique features. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, always keep an eye out for these hidden gems in your pocket change. Who knows, you might be holding $1 million coin without even realizing it. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories about rare coins and collectibles. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or have questions about your coin collection. We are going to dive deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting and explore why the 1949 no mint mark Lincoln penny has become a sought-after treasure. If you're a coin enthusiast or just someone curious about how a single penny could potentially be worth millions, stay tuned. The 1949 Lincoln penny, also known as the wheat penny, is one of the most iconic coins in U.S. history. Featuring Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and 2 wheat stalks on the reverse, it was part of a series minted from 1909 to 1958. However, what makes the 1949 penny so special is the absence of a mint mark, meaning it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. But how does this penny, originally worth just 1 cent, hold such significant value today? First, let's talk about scarcity. The 1949 no mint mark penny isn't necessarily rare in a general sense, as millions were struck that year. However, what sets some of these pennies apart is their condition and the specific minting errors that occurred. Coins in perfect condition or those with unique errors can fetch astronomical prices in the market. For example, a penny with a double die error, where certain parts of the design are accidentally duplicated during the minting process, can make collectors go wild. These errors are incredibly rare, and their uniqueness drives up the coin's value significantly. Next, we have grading, which plays a huge role in determining the worth of a 1949 penny. Coin grading is done by professional organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Company. They evaluate coins based on their state of preservation, assigning grades that range from poor to mint state. A 1949 no-mint mark penny in mint state, particularly one with an exceptional luster or no visible wear, can command premium prices. Some coins have even been sold for tens of thousands of dollars at auctions simply because they were graded MS-65 or higher. But what about those pennies that are worth millions? These are the ones with extraordinary provenance or incredibly rare features. For instance, a penny struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the wrong type of metal was used, or one with an off-center strike could be worth a fortune. These mistakes were accidental, but have become highly desirable in the world of coin collecting. Sometimes, a coin's value can also be linked to historical significance or the story behind it. You might be wondering how to tell if you have one of these valuable 1949 pennies. First, check for any mint errors like doubling or off-center strikes. Use a magnifying glass to carefully inspect the coin. Look for wear and tear, as coins with less damage are generally more valuable. Then, consider having your coin professionally graded to determine its exact condition and value. So, why are collectors willing to pay so much for these coins? The answer lies in the timeless appeal of history and the thrill of owning something rare. Coins like the 1949 no-mint mark penny are more than just currency. They are pieces of American heritage. They represent a moment in time, carrying stories and mysteries from decades past. For collectors, owning one of these coins is like holding a tangible piece of history. In the market today, 1949 no-mint mark pennies can sell for a wide range of prices depending on their condition and any unique features. Some might sell for a few dollars, while others with special characteristics can fetch tens of thousands or even millions in rare cases. Online auctions, coin shows, and private sales are all avenues where these coins exchange hands, often at jaw-dropping prices. If you're interested in finding out whether you have a valuable penny in your possession, start by checking your old coin collections or even jars of change that have been sitting around for years. Who knows, you might be sitting on a hidden fortune without even realizing it. The world of coin collecting is vast and exciting, and the story of the 1949 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is just one example of how something as small as a penny can capture the imagination of collectors and investors alike. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone curious about coins, there's always more to discover in this fascinating hobby. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content about rare coins, their history, and how you can uncover hidden treasures. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare penny or have questions about coin collecting. See you in the next video. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and exploring the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. Could it really be worth millions of dollars? Stick around, because we're breaking it all down for you. Let's start with the basics. The 2013 Lincoln penny is part of the Shield Cent series introduced in 2010, replacing the Lincoln Memorial design that had been in use since 1959. These pennies feature Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and a shield design on the reverse, symbolizing national unity. Like most modern pennies, they are made of a zinc core with a thin copper coating. Now, when it comes to the no-mint mark 2013 penny, the lack of a mint mark simply means that the coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. This is standard for many U.S. coins, as the Philadelphia Mint does not typically place a mint mark on its circulating coins. So, a 2013 penny without a mint mark is not rare by itself. But here's the twist. There have been rumors and reports about certain 2013 pennies being worth an extraordinary amount of money. So what could make a common coin like this so valuable? The answer lies in coin errors and unique characteristics. Let's break them down. First, let's talk about die errors. A coin becomes valuable when it has a noticeable minting error. This could include things like off-center strikes, double dies, or die cracks. These errors occur during the production process and are highly sought after by collectors. A 2013 penny with a significant and well-documented error could easily fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Another factor to consider is condition. Coins in perfect, uncirculated condition are far more valuable than those that have been in circulation. Collectors grade coins on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a flawless, mint-condition coin. A 2013 no-mint mark penny graded MS68 or higher by a professional service like PCGS or NGC could be worth a lot, even without any errors. However, these cases are rare. Now, let's address the million-dollar question. Are there 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies worth millions of dollars? The short answer is no, at least not yet. While a regular 2013 penny won't make you rich, unique examples with rare errors or exceptional grades could still be worth a significant amount. It's all about finding that one-of-a-kind piece that collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. So, what should you do if you think you've found a valuable 2013 penny? Start by closely examining the coin for any unusual features, like doubling, cracks, or other anomalies. If it looks promising, consider getting it professionally graded. Even if it turns out to be a common coin, the process is a great learning experience and helps you understand what to look for in the future. In conclusion, while the 2013 no-mint mark Lincoln penny isn't inherently worth millions of dollars, rare errors and exceptional grades can make certain examples highly valuable. The key is to keep searching, learning, and staying curious about the coins in your collection. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a unique coin or have any questions about coin collecting. We're diving into something that has intrigued collectors and numismatists for decades: the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This seemingly ordinary coin, which might just be sitting in your pocket change, has the potential to be worth millions of dollars. But why? Stick around as we uncover the value, rarity, and unique qualities of these elusive pennies, the basics of the 1984 Lincoln penny. To start off, let's quickly cover the basics. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, is one of the most well-known and widely circulated coins in U.S. history. It features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the front, and the reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial, which was used from 1959 until 2008. However, as we move into the 1980s, something very interesting happened that would change the fate of certain 1984 pennies, mint marks, and their importance. In the world of coin collecting, mint marks are critical. These small letters, typically found on the front of a coin near the date, indicate where the coin was produced. Most U.S. pennies have a mint mark, either D for Denver or S for San Francisco. However, some coins, like the 1984 Lincoln penny, were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which did not place a mint mark on these particular coins. Now, you might wonder, why does a lack of mint mark make such a big difference? The mystery of the 1984 no-mint mark penny. The 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, where mint marks were traditionally left off. But there's a rare anomaly that has caught the attention of collectors. Some 1984 pennies, though seemingly identical to regular ones, have a small variety that features a slight doubling of the date and lettering. This is known as the 1984 double die penny. The double die variety of the 1984 penny is extremely rare, and because of its unique error in minting, it has become a highly coveted item among coin collectors. The value of the 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. So, what makes this penny so valuable? In the case of the 1984 no-mint mark double die penny, it's all about rarity and error. Only a small number of these coins were released into circulation, and even fewer are in pristine condition. Because of this rarity, a well-preserved 1984 no mint mark, double die, penny can fetch anywhere from hundreds to even thousands of dollars at auction. But there's even more to it. Some highly sought-after examples of this coin have sold for as much as $1 million. That's right. A single penny, once worth only 1 cent, can be worth a small fortune due to this rare minting error. How to identify the 1984 no mint mark double die penny? If you think you might have one of these valuable coins in your possession, here are some things to look out for. The most notable feature of the 1984 double die penny is the doubling effect, particularly on the date and the word Liberty on the obverse. The doubling is subtle but noticeable under magnification. You'll see a clear shadow of the numbers or letters next to the original ones, giving the coin a unique appearance. For example, on the date, you might notice the number 8 slightly shifted or stacked, with another faint image of the number just to the right of it. Similarly, Liberty will have a doubled look. It's crucial to inspect your coin carefully under a magnifying glass or a loupe to spot these details. Why is this coin worth so much? The value of the 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny stems from the rarity of the error and the high demand among collectors. Most of these coins were released into circulation, and many of them have already been worn down through years of handling. Finding one in good condition or, even better, in mint condition is extremely rare. This makes the coin highly desirable, which drives its value skyward. Not to mention, the sheer number of collectors who seek to add these rare varieties to their collections further inflates the demand. And with demand comes higher prices, sometimes reaching astronomical figures in auctions. Where to sell your 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny? If you've come across a 1984 penny and think it might be worth something, there are several options for selling it. Auctions are one of the most common methods to sell valuable coins. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Stack's Bowers Galleries have seen the sale of 1984 double die pennies for tens of thousands, if not millions of dollars. If you don't want to go the auction route, you can also sell your coin to a reputable coin dealer who specializes in rare and collectible coins. However, it's important to get your coin appraised first to ensure you're not underselling it. Conclusion. So there you have it. What was once a simple 1984 penny could be worth a small fortune in today's market. The 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny, particularly the double die variety, is a rare and highly valuable coin that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors around the world. If you have one of these in your collection or come across one in your change, be sure to inspect it carefully. You might just be holding a coin worth millions. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more coin collecting tips and insights. Who knows what other valuable treasures you might find hiding in your pocket change? We're diving into a fascinating topic that has many coin collectors, enthusiasts, and treasure hunters alike scratching their heads. The 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Could it be worth millions of dollars? Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind this rare coin and the secrets it might hold. Before we get into the details of the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny, let's first take a moment to appreciate the history of the Lincoln penny itself. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the most iconic and beloved coins in U.S. numismatics. For over a century, the design has remained mostly consistent, featuring Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and a wheat stalk or shield design on the reverse. Depending on the ERA. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies with various mint marks, typically indicating where the coin was struck: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But in some cases, coins are released without a mint mark, and these, no mint mark, coins can sometimes become the centerpiece of incredible discoveries. So, what does it mean when a coin is referred to as a no mint mark coin? Mint marks are small letters on coins that denote where they were minted. In the case of the Lincoln penny, the most common mint marks you'll find are the D for Denver and the S for San Francisco. However, coins minted in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark at all. This is why a 1990 penny without a mint mark might not seem that unusual at first. But here's the twist. Some 1990 pennies without a mint mark are believed to be rare errors that could be worth much more than their face value. The 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny that has been causing a stir in the coin community is no ordinary penny. In fact, this particular coin is one of the most fascinating and sought-after varieties in recent years. The reason for its rarity isn't immediately obvious. After all, the U.S. Mint has regularly produced billions of pennies, including those without mint marks from Philadelphia. So, why has the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny become such a big deal? The story behind this coin's worth lies in a potential error that was made during the minting process. While most 1990 pennies without a mint mark were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, some rare specimens were accidentally minted with characteristics that set them apart. These coins may have been mistakenly struck with characteristics of a proof coin, or perhaps they exhibit unusual die errors that make them stand out. Now, let's talk about the big question. Just how much is a 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth? While the standard 1990 penny is worth just 1 cent, certain varieties of the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny have been sold for astronomical prices at auction. Some of these rare coins, due to their unique characteristics or errors, have been sold for thousands of dollars. In some exceptional cases, the most highly sought-after examples have been rumored to be worth millions of dollars. However, before you get too excited, it's important to remember that not every 1990 penny without a mint mark will bring in that kind of money. The value depends on several factors, including the coin's condition, its unique features, and its provenance. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition, or those with particularly rare errors, will obviously fetch the highest prices. If you think you may have a 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny in your collection, how can you tell if it's worth a fortune? Here are some key things to look for. The most valuable coins are often those in the best condition. Look for coins that are well preserved, with little to no wear on the surfaces. Coins in mint state or proof-like condition are the most sought after. Pay attention to any die errors. Some 1990 pennies have been found with misaligned dies, double strikes, or even off-center strikes. These kinds of mistakes can make the coin much more valuable. Some of the 1990 no mint mark pennies have a shiny, almost mirror-like finish, which is a trait of proof coins. If you have one that seems to exhibit these characteristics, it could be worth more than your average penny. The more unique the coin, the more it may be worth. If you come across a 1990 no mint mark penny with a rare error or a particularly pristine appearance, you might just have a hidden gem in your hands. If you believe you've found a rare 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny, what should you do next? First and foremost, it's a good idea to get the coin professionally appraised. A reputable numismatist can help determine the coin's authenticity, rarity, and value. You can also send the coin to a grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, to get it graded and authenticated. A higher grade often translates to a higher value in the marketplace. Once your coin has been authenticated and graded, you can explore options for selling it. Coin auctions, reputable coin dealers, and online platforms like eBay are popular venues for selling rare coins. However, always do your research to ensure you're working with trustworthy sources. So, is the 1990 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth millions of dollars? While it's highly unlikely that every 1990 no mint mark penny will bring in a seven-figure sum, certain rare and error-filled specimens are certainly worth a significant amount of money. For coin collectors, this penny represents a fascinating chapter in U.S. Mint history, and finding one could be like striking gold. If you're a coin collector or just someone who loves treasure hunting, take a close look at your pocket change. You never know what hidden treasures you might uncover. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this information helpful or interesting, be sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and rare pennies ever made, the 1975 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. This is a coin that could be worth millions of dollars in the right conditions. So, stick around, because we're about to uncover the mystery and value behind this incredibly rare find. Let's set the stage. The Lincoln penny, first issued in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, has been a part of everyday American currency for over a century. The penny, often overlooked due to its small value, is actually a goldmine for collectors, especially when it comes to specific years and mint marks. Now, what makes the 1975 Lincoln penny so intriguing is its absence of a mint mark. As you probably know, most pennies are stamped with a mint mark that tells you where they were made, either in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. But the 1975 penny, produced at the Philadelphia Mint, was intended to carry a mint mark. However, due to a mistake during production, many of these pennies were released without any mint mark at all. This error makes the 1975 no mint mark penny an extraordinary rarity. You may be wondering, just how rare is this coin? The 1975 no mint mark penny is considered a major error coin and is extremely scarce in high quality, uncirculated condition. While exact numbers are hard to determine, estimates suggest that only a small number of these coins escaped into circulation. Because of the error, these pennies are highly sought after by collectors, and finding one in great condition can mean a significant financial windfall. It's important to understand that the rarity and condition of the coin play a crucial role in determining its market value. A typical 1975 penny, in average circulated condition, will only be worth its face value of 1 cent. However, the no mint mark variety, especially in uncirculated or proof condition, can fetch staggering amounts at auction. Now let's talk about the big question. How much could a 1975 no mint mark penny be worth? Well, the answer depends on several factors, including the coin's condition and where it's sold. In general, a 1975 penny in average condition might be worth a few dollars. But the real money is in those high-grade, uncirculated examples. Some of these error coins have been sold at auction for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in the rarest cases, they can be worth over $1 million. Yes, you heard that right. If you manage to find a 1975 no mint mark penny in near perfect condition, you could be holding a coin worth a small fortune. The most famous examples of these coins have been sold to private collectors, making it one of the most sought-after rarities in modern coinage. So, how can you tell if you've stumbled upon one of these rare gems? The key is to look for the absence of a mint mark under the date. Most pennies from 1975, especially those minted in Denver, will have the DE mint mark. If you find a penny from 1975 with no mint mark, that's your first clue that it might be an error coin. Next, examine the coin for its overall condition. Coins that are uncirculated, meaning they've never been used in transactions and are still in pristine, almost perfect condition, are the ones that collectors will pay top dollar for. Look for sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and no signs of wear. Another tip is to check the coin for any signs of additional errors or unique features, like doubled dies or unusual scratches, which can add even more value. If you're fortunate enough to own one of these rare pennies, or if you're looking to add one to your collection, you might be wondering where to buy or sell one. The best place to find high-value error coins is at auctions, especially those dedicated to rare coins. Websites like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, or eBay have hosted sales of these rare pennies, where prices can reach well into the six-figure range. However, be careful when buying or selling these coins online. Always ensure you're working with a reputable dealer or auction house to avoid scams. For those selling, Having the coin professionally graded by a trusted grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) can help authenticate the coin and potentially increase its value. To wrap it all up, the 1975 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a hidden treasure in the world of numismatics. With its fascinating error and extreme rarity, it has the potential to be worth millions of dollars if you happen to find one in the right condition. If you're a coin collector, this is definitely a coin worth keeping an eye out for. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more numismatic insights and coin hunting tips. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on a potential treasure. We dive deep into one of the most fascinating and rare coins in U.S. history, the 1965 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. You might think this is just another old penny, but this coin has a story that could make it worth millions of dollars. The 1965 penny is often overlooked by coin collectors. Most people are familiar with pennies from the 1960s, but what if I told you that some of these pennies could be worth far more than just 1 cent? Before we get into the rare 1965 penny with no mint mark, let's first understand the context. The U.S. Mint stamps coins with a mint mark to indicate which mint produced them. Normally, pennies from 1965 would have a mint mark to show they came from either the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco Mint. However, 1965 was an unusual year in coin history. The U.S. Mint stopped using mint marks on some coins due to coin shortages and production changes. As a result, many pennies from 1965 were minted at the Philadelphia Mint and were not given a mint mark. This is where the story takes an unexpected turn. In theory, these 1965 pennies should be worth no more than their face value, 1 cent. But due to a series of unique circumstances, there are extremely rare 1965 pennies that have caught the attention of collectors. And, in certain cases, these pennies are selling for millions of dollars. The 1965 no mint mark Lincoln penny's value comes down to a combination of rarity and condition. Most 1965 pennies were made in very large quantities, so they were worn down over time. However, those that are in excellent, uncirculated condition can be worth significantly more. Some of these coins have been found in rolls of old coins, hidden away for decades, and their discovery has sent shockwaves through the coin collecting world. So, what makes a 1965 penny with no mint mark so special? First, it's the rarity. There were so many pennies minted that most of them have either been lost or damaged over time. A penny in perfect condition is an extremely rare find. When one of these rare pennies is discovered, collectors and investors take notice. These coins have been auctioned for substantial amounts, with some reaching over $1 million. That's right. A 1965 Lincoln penny with no mint mark could be worth a fortune if it's in pristine condition. At a recent auction, a near-perfect 1965 no mint mark penny fetched an astounding amount, proving that these coins are not just a historical curiosity, but a serious investment. Coin experts believe that the market for rare and unique coins, like this one, will continue to grow in value over time. So, how can you tell if your 1965 penny might be worth millions? It all comes down to its condition and the specifics of its strike. Coins that are graded as MS65 or higher by professional grading companies have the potential to fetch high prices. The higher the grade, the more valuable the penny. A well-preserved penny, with no signs of wear and tear, can make it stand out in the market. This means that some lucky individuals who discover these pennies, tucked away in old coin collections or even hidden in change jars, can become instant millionaires. So, if you've got a 1965 penny, it's worth taking a closer look. With the right eye for detail and a bit of luck, you could be holding on to a piece of history that might be worth much more than its face value. Remember, It's always important to get your coins professionally graded by trusted companies like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation or the Professional Coin Grading Service. These companies provide an accurate, reliable way to determine a coin's value and authenticity. In conclusion, the 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a rare and potentially valuable coin, with some specimens worth up to $1 million or more. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's a coin worth keeping an eye on. If you enjoyed learning about this rare find, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on coin collecting and rare finds. You never know what treasures might be hiding in your own collection. We're going to talk about a coin that has shocked the world with its incredible value: the 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. This penny, often overlooked by most people, is worth a small fortune in today's market, and in some cases, it's worth millions of dollars. Let's explore how this simple coin became one of the most sought-after treasures in the world of numismatics. The 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is just like any other penny you'd find in your change, except for one small detail: it was struck without a mint mark. The mint mark is usually placed on a coin to show where it was produced, either from the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, or San Francisco Mint. The absence of a mint mark is an anomaly, and this is what makes the 2000 penny so rare and valuable. In the year 2000, the U.S. Mint began to produce pennies without the D mint mark that would typically indicate they were minted in Denver. This happened due to a significant error in the production process, resulting in a batch of pennies that were released into circulation without any mint mark. While this might sound trivial at first, this lack of mint mark turned out to be a goldmine for collectors and investors alike. The story of the 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny begins in the late 1990s, when the U.S. Mint was experiencing increased pressure to produce more coins due to the growing economy. In response to this demand, the Mint ramped up production of pennies. However, during this period, an error occurred in the minting process. Normally, the U.S. Mint uses a mint mark to identify where a coin is made, but some of the pennies from the Philadelphia Mint in the year 2000 were inadvertently struck without the mint mark, making them a huge mistake. While most coins that are struck without a mint mark are just considered oddities, the 2000 no-mint mark penny quickly became the subject of intense interest. Why are these 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies so valuable? The key to understanding the value lies in the rarity of the coin. For years, these pennies were largely ignored by the public, and most of them were spent, lost, or discarded without anyone realizing their true worth. As time passed, coin collectors and numismatists began to notice that certain 2000 pennies, when inspected closely, didn't have the mint mark that was expected from coins struck at the Denver Mint. This discovery was groundbreaking, and as demand for these rare pennies grew, their value soared. In fact, certain examples of the 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny can sell for hundreds, thousands, or even millions of dollars, depending on their condition and rarity. But just how rare are these pennies? Let's dive deeper. Not all 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln pennies are worth a fortune, and the condition of the coin is a crucial factor when it comes to determining its value. Coins are graded based on their appearance, and the higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. If you have a 2000 no-mint mark penny that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could be worth thousands of dollars. In fact, a penny that has been graded by a professional service like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) can fetch a significant premium on the open market. Some of the most valuable examples of the 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny have been sold for over $100,000, with a few exceptional pieces reaching prices in the millions. One coin, in particular, sold for an astounding $2 million at auction, making it one of the most valuable pennies in history. If you think you might have a 2000 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in your collection, you're probably wondering how to identify it. The first step is to closely examine the obverse, or the front of the coin, where you would typically find the mint mark. The key difference with the 2000 no mint mark penny is that it is completely absent from the coin. Unlike pennies minted in Denver, which will have a D mint mark, these particular coins lack any mint mark. But before you get too excited, it's important to remember that not all 2000 pennies without a mint mark are valuable. Most of them were just regular pennies that ended up in circulation. The ones that are worth a significant amount of money are those that are in excellent condition, with sharp details and no signs of wear. To get a better idea of the coin's value, you can take it to a professional coin dealer or a coin grading service. They can help you determine whether your penny is one of the rare and valuable examples. As the demand for rare coins continues to rise, the market for 2000 no mint mark Lincoln pennies has exploded. Coins that were once found in change jars or buried in old coin collections are now being sold for life-changing amounts of money. In recent years, these pennies have been featured at major coin auctions, where they fetch prices that are beyond anyone's wildest expectations. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries have helped bring these rare pennies to the attention of serious collectors, leading to bidding wars that drive prices through the roof. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare 2000 no mint mark Lincoln pennies, the time may come when you decide to sell. Whether you choose to sell at an auction or through a dealer, you could stand to make a significant profit. So, there you have it. The 2000 no mint mark Lincoln penny is a true hidden gem in the world of coin collecting. While it may have started as a simple mistake by the U.S. Mint, it's now one of the most valuable coins in the world, with some examples fetching millions of dollars. If you happen to stumble upon one of these rare pennies in your pocket change or coin collection, it could be your ticket to a fortune. Be sure to check your coins carefully, and remember, one small mistake can sometimes turn into a massive opportunity. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin news and tips. We're going to discuss an intriguing coin that has been making waves in the numismatic community, the 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark. Many people have heard about rare coins being worth millions of dollars, but how true is this claim when it comes to the 1991 penny? Stick around, because we're going to dive deep into its potential value, rarity, and why it might be worth more than you think. Before we get into the details of the 1991 Lincoln penny, let's quickly go over what a mint mark is and why it's important. Mint marks are small letters on coins that indicate which U.S. Mint facility produced the coin. For most coins, you'll find a mint mark near the date, and the most common ones for pennies are laughing face for the Denver Mints, for the San Francisco Mint, no mint mark for coins made at the Philadelphia Mint. Most of the time, when you find a penny for 1991, you'll notice a mint mark indicating that it was made in either Denver or Philadelphia. However, there's something special about the 1991 Lincoln penny without any mint mark. This is what's been catching the attention of collectors. The 1991 Lincoln penny with no mint mark is an anomaly because, according to official records, all pennies minted in 1991 were supposed to have either a D or a S mint mark. So, if you find a 1991 penny with no mint mark, it's immediately worth taking a closer look at. It could be the result of an error during the minting process, making it an extremely rare and valuable coin. The fact that it's a 1991 penny with no mint mark means it was likely produced at the Philadelphia Mint, but without the typical mint mark. Collectors and coin experts refer to these types of errors as varieties, and they can significantly increase a coin's value if they're identified as rare enough. Now, let's talk about the big question: how much is a 1991 Lincoln penny without a mint mark actually worth? Typically, a regular 1991 penny, whether from Denver or San Francisco, is only worth 1 cent. But when you're talking about a no mint mark error, that's where things get interesting. In some rare cases, these types of error coins can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars in the right market. The value largely depends on factors such as the condition of the coin, its rarity, and whether it's been officially verified by a professional grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC). So, while it's unlikely that every 1991 penny without a mint mark will be worth millions, there have been reports of these coins being sold for substantial amounts, sometimes in the range of several $100s. On rare occasions, well-preserved, high-quality examples have even been auctioned off for more. So, how can you identify a 1991 penny without a mint mark? The first thing to do is check the date and look for the absence of any mint mark beneath the date. If you see a penny from 1991 that doesn't have the typical D or S mint mark, you might have a rare find. It's also important to closely examine the coin's overall condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable it could be. A coin in mint state, meaning it has no signs of wear, scratches, or damage, is far more valuable than one in poor condition. This is where professional grading can make a huge difference. If you think you've found a 1991 no mint mark penny, you might be wondering how to sell it or get it appraised. Here are a few steps to consider. Take it to a trusted grading service to get an official certification of its rarity and condition. This will help establish its value and make it more attractive to potential buyers. Look for recent sales of similar error coins to get an idea of what your penny might be worth. Auctions, coin dealers, and online marketplaces are great places to check for price comparisons. Contact a reputable dealer. If you decide to sell, be sure to reach out to a trusted coin dealer who specializes in rare and error coins. They can give you an offer based on their expert knowledge. Now, while we're talking about a penny, it's important to understand how some coins can fetch millions. The reason some coins reach astronomical prices is due to factors such as rarity, demand, historical significance, and condition. Coins with unique errors, or those that were minted during specific historical events, often become highly sought after by collectors. For example, rare varieties of other coins, like the 1943 copper penny or the 1955 double die penny, have fetched millions because of the unique circumstances surrounding their production. While the 1991 no mint mark penny might not hit those extreme figures, it certainly could be worth more than your average penny. So, to wrap up, the 1991 no mint mark Lincoln penny is definitely a rare and potentially valuable find, especially if it's in good condition and authenticated as an error coin. While it may not reach the $1 million price tag that some legendary coins have fetched, it's certainly worth keeping an eye out for and getting professionally appraised. If you happen to come across one, make sure to handle it with care and consider getting it evaluated by a professional before making any decisions. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and you just might have a hidden treasure on your hands. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found this information useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on future videos about rare and valuable coins. We're talking about a coin that might be sitting right in your pocket, the 1976 no mint mark Lincoln penny. You might be wondering, what makes this penny so special? Well, let me tell you, this little coin has a huge story behind it and could be worth millions. Stick around as we explore why this penny is a true treasure. Before we get into the specifics, let's review what a typical 1976 Lincoln penny looks like. The 1976 penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. The front of the penny, or the obverse, features the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American history. However, what makes the 1976 penny unique is the absence of a mint mark, which is usually found on coins produced at either the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco minting facilities. Now, here's where things get interesting. Most pennies produced in 1976 have a mint mark that indicates where they were made. In Philadelphia, coins were produced without a mint mark, while Denver and San Francisco coins featured their respective D and S marks. But a small number of 1976 pennies were minted in Philadelphia without any mint mark at all. And that's where the rarity comes in. To understand why the lack of a mint mark is so significant, we need to consider the historical context. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia primarily made pennies in 1976, but for some reason, a handful of these coins were accidentally struck without a mint mark. This was not intentional, and it's believed that these coins slipped through quality control checks, making them extremely rare. So, how rare is this coin? Well, there is no exact count of how many 1976 no mint mark pennies exist. However, estimates suggest that only a handful of these coins were ever produced. It's likely that only a few dozen remain in circulation today, and that's what makes them so valuable. While the exact number is still uncertain, the rarity alone drives up the price significantly. Now, let's talk about value. A typical 1976 penny in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent. But if you happen to have one of these 1976 no mint mark pennies in mint condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. You might be asking, how much could a 1976 no mint mark penny be worth? Well, the value can vary depending on its condition. In average circulated condition, it could still be worth a few $100s. However, if you find one in mint state, especially with high-grade features, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. In fact, there have been reports of these pennies selling at auction for as much as $1 million, depending on their rarity and the interest from collectors. Coins with perfect grading can fetch incredible sums, as collectors are always looking to complete their collections with such rare finds. Some of these coins are even believed to be worth more than gold in terms of collector interest and value. Now that you know how valuable this coin could be, it's essential to learn how to identify it. Here's a quick guide. Check the date. Make sure the penny you have is from 1976. You can do this by examining the date on the obverse side of the coin. It should read 1976. Under the portrait of Abraham Lincoln, look for the absence of a mint mark. The key feature of this coin is the lack of a mint mark. As we discussed earlier, most 1976 pennies produced in Philadelphia were made without a mint mark, but they usually still carry the P mint mark, while pennies produced in Denver or San Francisco will carry their respective D or S mint marks. Examine the condition. A penny in mint state or near mint state will have sharp details, no wear or scratches, and its original shine. If your coin looks like it's been in circulation for a while, it may not be worth as much, but it could still be a rare find. If you think you've found a 1976 no mint mark penny, your next step is to get it appraised by a professional coin grader. There are several companies, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, that specialize in grading coins based on their condition and authenticity. Having your coin graded by a reputable service will help determine its true value in the market. If you're not yet a coin collector, the 1976 no mint mark penny might just be the start of your new hobby. Coin collecting is not only a fun and fascinating way to learn about history, but it's also a great investment. Rare coins have shown to increase in value over time, and as more collectors enter the market, the demand for these unique pieces grows. Investing in rare coins can be a profitable venture, and finding a penny worth millions, like the 1976 no mint mark, could be the beginning of a rewarding journey. So, there you have it. The 1976 no mint mark Lincoln penny is more than just a simple piece of currency. It's a rare and valuable coin that could potentially be worth millions. Whether you find one in your collection or spot one in circulation, you could be holding a piece of history that's worth far more than its original face value. If you're a coin enthusiast or collector, this is a great reminder to keep an eye on your pocket change, as you never know when you might stumble upon a valuable treasure. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin-related content. And if you think you've found a 1976 no-mint-mark penny, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear about your discoveries. If you're a coin collector, a numismatist, or just someone who loves hunting for hidden treasures in your spare change, today's video is for you. We're diving into something that might sound surprising at first, but if you have a 2017 mint-mark Lincoln penny, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Stick around, because we're going to explore why these pennies are worth way more than just 1 cent, and how they could be worth millions of dollars. Let's get started. In 2017, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies, as usual. But among those millions of 2017 pennies, some rare and unique ones were struck. Today, we're going to uncover what makes the 2017 mint-mark Lincoln penny so special, and why it has the potential to be worth a lot more than its face value. First off, let's talk about what we're dealing with. The 2017 Lincoln penny is a copper-plated zinc coin, just like the regular pennies we see every day. It features the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the back, which is the classic design that's been used since 1959. The D mint mark on the penny signifies that it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the main coin production facilities in the United States. Now, if you're looking at your 2017 D penny and thinking it's just like any other coin, you might want to hold on to it for a second. There's more to this penny than meets the eye. Cut to the host holding a magnifying glass and looking closely at a penny. So why could a 2017 D penny be worth millions? It all comes down to one important factor: errors. In the world of coin collecting, error coins can be incredibly valuable. Even the smallest mistake during the minting process can create a coin that's highly sought after by collectors and investors. A minor misstep can turn an ordinary penny into a rare treasure. Camera cuts to a close-up of the penny with a visual effect highlighting a slight imperfection on the coin. In the case of the 2017 Lincoln penny, there were some reported cases where minting errors resulted in pennies with unique features. These include double dies, where the engraving on the coin is slightly misaligned, creating a doubling effect on the numbers or letters. Another common error involves what's called a clash die, where the design from one side of the coin inadvertently transfers to the other side, creating a distinctive image. Cut back to the host holding a penny with visible error features. These types of errors, even though they might look small to the naked eye, are huge in the world of coin collecting. A Lincoln penny with a double die or a clash die can fetch thousands, tens of thousands, or even millions of dollars in some cases. Cut to a graphic showing different types of errors on pennies. To determine if your 2017 D penny is worth something special, you'll need to look for specific signs. Here are a few things to check for. Double die. Look closely at the date and the lettering on the coin. If you see a noticeable doubling, that's a clear sign of a double die error. Clash die. Examine both the obverse, front, and reverse back of the penny. If you spot extra details or a design that's transferred from one side to the other, you may have found a clash die. Off-center strikes. Sometimes, pennies are not struck properly and end up off-center. These misprints can be extremely rare and very valuable. Die cracks and cuts. If you notice a crack or raised area on the coin, it could be a die crack or cud, both of which are also valuable to collectors. Camera cuts to a close-up of a magnified penny showing one of the error. Now, while these errors are what you should be looking for, it's important to note that the value of a 2017 D penny depends on its condition. A penny with a minting error, but in poor condition, won't be worth as much as a pristine one. So make sure to take good care of your coins. Cut to a chart showing estimated values for different error types. Okay, so you've checked your 2017 D penny and found some interesting features. How much could it be worth? Well, prices can vary greatly depending on the rarity and condition of the coin. A common 2017 D penny with a minor error can still be worth $50 to $100 if it's in great condition. More noticeable errors, like a double die, can easily push the value to several $1,000s. And, for the truly rare and well-preserved examples with major errors, they can reach prices well into the tens of thousands, or even higher. In fact, some of the rarest Lincoln pennies, even from recent years, have been sold for over $1 million at auction. Cut to a graphic showing different places to sell coins, such as online auctions, coin shops, and collectors. Now, if you think you've found a valuable 2017 D penny, you might be wondering where you can sell it. There are several options available: coin dealers and shops. Many local coin dealers would be happy to assess your penny and offer a price. Online auction sites. Websites like eBay are great platforms for selling rare coins to collectors around the world. Coin shows. Attending a coin show can put you in touch with serious collectors who are willing to pay top dollar for the right coin. To wrap things up, the 2017 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny might just be a simple penny to most people, but for collectors and enthusiasts, it's a potential goldmine. If you have one, make sure to check for those valuable errors. If you're lucky enough to find a rare one, you could be looking at a small fortune. So, don't overlook your pocket change. You never know what treasure you might be holding onto. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're diving into one of the most interesting and potentially lucrative coins in modern U.S. numismatics, the 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny. You might be thinking, it's just a penny. How could it possibly be worth millions? Well, stay tuned, because you might be in for a big surprise. Now, most of us are used to seeing pennies as one of the least valuable coins in our pocket change, but some rare pennies can actually be worth far more than their face value. Today, we're going to talk about the 2006 D Lincoln penny, a coin that could very well be worth a fortune if you know what to look for. So let's get started. The 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny was struck at the Denver Mint, and at first glance, it looks just like any other regular penny. It features the iconic Lincoln portrait on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But here's the catch. Not all 2006 D pennies are created equal. While most of these coins are worth just 1 cent, there are specific characteristics that can make certain 2006 D pennies incredibly valuable. What really sets some of these coins apart are the rare errors or variations that have been discovered over the years. The most notable of these is a type of double die error that occurred during the production process. If you're lucky enough to find one of these 2006 D pennies with a double die error, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Double die errors happen when the die used to strike the coin shifts slightly during the process, causing the design to be stamped twice, which leads to a noticeable doubling of the lettering and other design elements. In the case of the 2006 D penny, this means you might see a noticeable doubling on the date, the mint mark, or even the inscriptions like Liberty or In God We Trust. If you come across one of these double die pennies, it can fetch a premium price from collectors and investors. Now, you might be asking, how much is my 2006 D penny worth? The truth is, the value can vary greatly depending on the condition and the specific error. A regular, unblemished 2006 D penny is worth just 1 cent, but let's talk about the high-value versions. If you find a 2006 D penny with a double die error in great condition, it can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, especially if it's been graded by a professional service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. Coins with these errors that have been graded as MS65 or higher can easily go for several $1,000s. For example, Certain examples of the 2060 double die penny have been known to sell for $2,000 to $3,000, and in rare cases, they've been sold for even more. Some have even been auctioned off for amounts that exceed $10,000, depending on the coin's condition and the rarity of the error. But there's more. If you happen to find a particularly well-preserved 2060 double die penny, it's possible it could be worth millions in the future, as coin values tend to appreciate over time as the coin becomes rarer and more sought after by collectors. So, how do you know if you've got a valuable 2060 penny in your possession? Here are a few tips for spotting a double die error. Look for doubling. The most obvious sign of a double die error is the doubling of certain features on the coin. Pay close attention to the date, the mint mark, and the inscriptions. If you notice that these elements appear to be doubled or shifted, you might have a valuable coin. Examine the coin closely. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a close-up view of the coin's design. The doubling will be very apparent, especially if it's a well-defined error. Check the condition. The higher the condition of the coin, the more valuable it will be. Coins that have been well preserved and have minimal wear are typically worth more, especially when it comes to error coins. Get it graded. If you think you've found a 2060 double die penny, the next step is to get it graded by a professional coin grading service. A high-grade coin with an error can significantly increase its value. If you find a rare and valuable 2060 penny, you might be wondering where to sell it. Well, there are a few options. Online auctions. Websites like eBay are great places to list rare coins. Many collectors browse these platforms to find specific coins to add to their collections. Coin dealers. You can also take your valuable penny to a local coin dealer, although they may offer you less than you'd get on the open market. Coin shows. Coin shows are excellent venues to sell rare coins, as you'll be able to meet other collectors and dealers who are interested in buying and trading. Grading services. Some coin grading companies offer to buy rare coins directly from you after they've been graded, although this may not always offer the best price. The 2060 mint mark Lincoln penny may look like just another ordinary penny, but if you're lucky enough to find one with a double die error, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars, maybe even millions in the future. Remember to check your pocket change and look carefully for those rare error coins. If you find one, get it graded, and you might just have a very valuable piece of history on your hands. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and valuable collectibles, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. We've got more content coming.